Hello, my name is Glenn Jackson and welcome to our look at round 5 of the Match Review Committee. Once again, I'm joined by Michael Buettner, the Match Review Coordinator. Hello, Michael.
Jacko, pleasure to be here.
Looking at the round 5 clash between the Bulldogs and the Rabbitohs on Good Friday, lots of charges out of that game. The first one we want to have a look at is the Josh Morris and Sam Cassiano. Now, Isaac Luke scored a try. It was awarded an 8-point try. And I wanted to ask you, first of all, Mick, the Josh Morris, he was not charged for the incident. Obviously, Isaac Luke was out of the game due to concussion. Can you tell me why Josh Morris wasn't charged?
I guess when you look at the incident and see in relation to Josh Morris, you can see it was a glancing contact to the head of Isaac Luke. He did receive a concerning act, and we have talked about that previously and what that refers to. And of course, most of the contact to the head was through the knee of Sam Cassiano. So you'll see there it's quite forceful, considered moderate to high, most certainly dangerous with the injury sustained by Isaac Luke, which then led it to, and due to the nature of the force, led it to being a grade 2 dangerous contact charge.
Now moving along to later in the game, James Graham also charged with dangerous contact grade 2. This was as a result of a charge down on South Sydney halfback Adam Reynolds. Now Mick, can you clarify for me why that led to a dangerous contact charge and why it was considered a grade 2 offence?
Jacko, I think the first and the key element to this is that it was considered careless, and hence the reason for the charge. Then we see the dangerous and forceful contact at the leg of the kicker. You can see there he does make the contact. And when you're talking about gradings from the match review perspective, there's a couple of things that we look at. One of those is the injury to the player that was sustained. This affects the grading. The level of force, which we considered high. The degree of which the opposition player had any chance to protect himself. And obviously you can see there that Reynolds is in a very vulnerable position. So, you know, those key elements there are the reasons why it was elevated up to a grade 2 dangerous contact charge.
So that charge down there led to some dissent charges laid on a handful of Bulldogs players after the game. Mick, so I wanted to clarify with you those charges. So Michael Leacher, grade 1, contrary conduct dissent. James Graham and David Clemmer, both grade 3, contrary conduct dissent. Can you explain to us how you came to those gradings for those 3 players?
When it comes to Michael Leacher and his grade 1 contrary conduct, you can look at a short, brief level of dissent and also a derogatory comment towards the referee. David Clemmer, you could see his actions were far more intimidating and aggressive towards the referee. There was a level of swearing involved in that, and certainly unaccepting of the referee's decision. And the third one there, the captain of the club, James Graham, obviously showed a level of disrespect. It was a long, drawn-out process in terms of his manner. Also, you know, similar features to Clemmer in terms of that intimidating and aggressive manner, and one that we felt that important to protect the referees and ensure that the respect is maintained for the match officials throughout the game.
That's it for this week's instalment of the Match Review Committee. I'd like to thank you, Mick, as always.
Thanks, Jacko.
And thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.